Hi, Dr. Ariane from the Movement Paradigm. Have you been trying all of these different vagus nerve hacks and they just don't seem to be doing the trick? You've tried breathing, you've tried meditation, you've tried humming and cold showers, but you still feel like you're really dysregulated. Well, check out this video for more information. So as you know, vagus nerve issues can present very differently for each person. For one person, you may experience a lot of dysregulation as it relates to heart rate and blood pressure. You might have dizziness, you might have headaches. You could also have a lot of digestive issues, even something such as gastroparesis. You can have increased anxiety or depression. And even if you've tested your vagus nerve, perhaps you've done the uvula test or you've done the gag reflex test, and it's shown that there has been some dysfunction of the vagus nerve. What we want to think of is that there's a reason why you have vagus nerve dysfunction. So although vagus nerve dysfunction may cause a whole host of different symptoms for each person, it is really imperative to figure out why you have that. I know that many of you have heard we want to get to the root of the issue, we want to get to the underlying cause. Most often it isn't just one root cause. It may be many things that have either triggered the episode or the pathology of something. There could be some type of predisposition to something that could have been your environment, that could have been a autoimmune disease. And then we also have some kind of, triggering event or perpetuating factors that might be contributing to this ongoing process. So it's really important to look at all of those. If, for example, you have a gut issue, so you have some type of gut disorder such as SIBO, leaky gut, candida, or you may even have a parasite. Well, our gut-brain connection is connected via the vagus nerve as it relates to the nervous system pathway. There are two other pathways. And so think of if there's inflammation here, that is affecting our vagus nerve. From 80% of the information from the vagus nerve goes to the brain from the viscera. So that's one example. The other thing we want to think of is if there's any type of structural pathology, such as an airway dysfunction, deviated septum, small nasal valves, enlarged turbinates, could be a jaw issue, could be a tongue tie. All of this is going to affect our vagus nerve because the vagus nerve passes through the diaphragm. So if we are breathing from our neck and shoulders 25,000 times a day, that is absolutely going to affect how that nerve functions. And the last example I can give today, which of course there are so many to even list, would be something like a lymphatic issue. So our nerves are bathed in our lymph system. So if there's any congestion from systemic inflammation, perhaps stemming from the gut originally, if there are any myofascial restrictions because perhaps maybe we're sitting all day and our tissue is really stiff, then that is going to absolutely affect our vagus nerve. Think our vagus nerve passes right through here, especially on the left side. We have the majority of our lymph draining here. So if it's congested, it's going to affect the rest of the system. So I hope that you can appreciate that there are so many things to delve into to be able to understand why you have vagus nerve dysregulation. And so I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you will reach out to us. We do integrative vagus nerve therapy to be able to help you through this journey, to be able to identify what these causes are and really help you take the next step forward, including doing all the vagus nerve exercises, but also figuring out the underlying causes of why you have it in the first place. If it was helpful, give it a like, give it a share, and of course, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Movement Paradigm, for weekly tips on mindset, nutrition, and movement. Thank you as always.